I just like my students to really see that they're from a unique place, that they have a unique culture, and not to take it for granted. And perhaps if they had an opportunity to really focus on it, focus enough so that they'd have to write about it, that they would get a deeper appreciation for what they live every day.
Wake now, come with me. I've got something special to show you.
Good morning!
Make sure we don't leave any stone unturned.
Turning over to me? Yes. All right, I had some thoughts. You guys are going to call out the lines and we're going to make a poem. We're going to do our best. I was thinking we can make it with all 5 senses. I smell my gookum's cooking too. Sometimes she makes bannock. Now someone describe bannock.
Like biscuits almost.
It tastes like biscuits almost. Tristan, beautiful. I see a wooden teepee covered in snow. Our visitor's airplane may not fly today.
My gookum prepares moose hide in her teepee, comma, she smokes it over smoldering wood, beautiful, inside a bucket. I feel happy.
This is Waminji to me. You don't write it once and hand it in. Do you see? Finding just the right word. Okay? And then there's a kind of feeling like, yes, I found it. Just like for a photographer, when you get the right shot, right? Like, this is it. Perfect.
So I think we should try it. Shall we go and take some pictures? Go down, 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 down. Good.
I'll do something cooler.
That's nice because you're close. That's a nice one too because it's nice and close.
Quebec Roots started in 2005.
Quebec Roots is modeled on a project that Michelle Lux and I did at Montreal inner city school.
We had children working with photographs and stories to talk about their community. And Abigail Anderson from the Ministry of Education, working with Linda Leith at Blue Metropolis, looked at what that would look like if it was done on a larger basis. So the first year we chose 12 schools all around Quebec, going from a Cycle 2 classroom, grade 3-4, all the way to adult education. And each school did a separate book. And in 2006 we did it with a slightly smaller number where all of the pieces went together in an anthology which really took people on a tour of English communities throughout Quebec.
This project is important pedagogically because it's a project that can fit into any classroom. It's an opportunity for teachers to expand what they are already doing and to think of it in a different way, so that you are adding in, we're writing, you're adding in the visual component, you're looking at community. All of this can fit in to English language arts, probably to the social studies, to the cross-curricular competencies. It fits in beautifully.
Although some teachers find it a little daunting at first in terms of what they're going to have to do organizationally with photos and working with an author and photographer, most of the teachers that we've worked with want to come back and do the project a second year.
I think teachers are partly chosen by word of mouth. They've heard from somebody else who's been in the project. I think that also it's online, so that any teacher has the opportunity to show an interest, to say that they would like to be part of the project.
We have an orientation where we introduce teachers to the project, where we show them resources, books, lots of books about photography, where they have a chance to hear from one of the writers and photographers how to get kids started in thinking about this.
You guys are the students today, okay? So I'm going to show you what I'm going to show them, so it won't be a surprise to you. So this is an example of late, low light. Light is the most important element of any photograph, and different kinds of light gives you different kinds of photographs. So light, composition, technical proficiency, and then there's the little sprinkle of pixie dust called magic. Bob is going to step up, talk about the cameras, you're going to go do the assignment, and then if there's time left over, we'll upload them. And if you have any questions, that's the time to ask Bob.
Monique mentioned that you should always ask yourself why you're taking this photograph. So You know, we've done workshops, to Learn and Receive have done workshops using, you know, still photography, and we always talk about the importance of storyboarding. There are 1,000,001 storyboarding graphic organizers that you can use, but just something as simple as this, where you have a box where the students would look at, you know, what are the images they're going after, so before they actually go out into the field, just to have a little idea, and they could even sketch what they hope to capture. And some of the tips in terms of composition and, you know, variety and so on that Monique talked about could go into the storyboard, so they can sort of go out into the field with a bit of a game plan.
Take 10 pictures, work it out, and then you have him to ask for the settings, because you really need to use the camera.
The only thing we don't know about is if the batteries are charged. Okay.
Okay, then I'll just try.
What's this battery for, do you know?
There you go.
At the end, the teachers, writers, and photographers meet together, start to brainstorm their ideas of community. We match each teacher with a writer-photographer team in different ways. For instance, Monique Polak writes a lot of young adult literature, and so we've most often put her with Cycle 3 elementary classrooms or Cycle 1 secondary classrooms. So we look at a match that way. We look at a match in terms of the community and where the author and photographer live. So we've done that in both ways.
I have two groups of students because I teach in a bilingual school, so I have 50 students, 25 in each class. When I told them it was about their community, they were excited about that because we do have two distinct communities within our school. We have the Ganawagi community of Native students, and then we have the Shadigi students. So they're looking at this as a way of bridging the gap sort of between the two communities as well, so it's got a twofold.
It's really a student project, eh? We're here to help you find your topic, but it's really your topic. But we'll get to that as we go forward. But we wanted to talk a little bit about our work as well, because the purpose for us being here is to kind of tell you about our work, as well as, you know, inspire you, as well as get you going on the skills that you need to produce the project. So Monique,
No, you start.
No, you start. No, you start.
So what I'm going to do is spend a few minutes telling you a bit about some of the stuff that I've done, but really I have a lesson that I want to teach you, okay? And I'm going to do some work with you on writing today. The lesson in the end has nothing to do with writing. Don't give up, okay? If there's something you really want to do, and we all have things that we really want to do, and it's good to have some idea of what those things are, right? Don't give up. Go for it.
Well, in speaking with the two Moniques, we decided that we would look at ordinary heroes in our lives, people who wouldn't ordinarily, you know, be in your local newspaper, but who are special somehow.
Hey, my name's Eddie Stacy. I'm an investigator with the Mohawk Peacekeepers. I started in 1988. I've been in investigations since 1995, and our job is very exciting, always different.
What's your favorite part about being a peacekeeper?
Well, I guess when you can help someone, that's the most important part, I guess, is helping people and being there when they need you.
Okay, thanks.
Oh my gosh, look what time it is.
We're going to be having a video conference with the two Moniques, the author and the photographer on this big screen.
Okay. Hello, we hear you.
Good, good.
So we'll start by telling you, Monique was going to talk about her reactions to the photos.
Okay. You know, I really like this picture. He looks very comfortable, and I really like the picture in the background.
Right,
yeah, it's
me
very
too.
Nice. The only thing is that white frame behind the guy.
Yeah.
That's taking away from your picture. The coat rack. Just take everything out that's not important to your pictures.
Okay, what did you learn? What was different from the first time? What made the photos get better?
I guess just learning from
But what did you do specifically? Did you get closer to her? Did you get a cleaner background?
In this project, the students are all engaged. When you see them at the celebration at the end of the project, they all feel like they have been part of something. And the teachers feel that as well. And that to me is like something that's rewarding, because it's what I see education should be, to me.
I would like to thank all you students for participating and for all the wonderful work you've done. Thank you.
So now is the time. And congratulations! I think Quebec Roots is the sort of project that should absolutely continue to get funding. I think it's a powerful project for students to have the chance to work with authors and photographers. I also think it's incredibly important to allow students to see their work in print and to share it with other students.